To import a layered Photoshop into After Effects, make sure that it is saved into your project folder. Go to File, Save As, and save it into your project folder. To import into After Effects, go to File, Import, File. Find the Photoshop.psd file in your project folder. In the Import As drop-down menu, select Composition, Retain Layer Sizes. Make sure the Create Composition box is selected. In the next window, make sure the Editable Layer Styles radio button is selected. Double-click on the composition in the project window to open it. Inside, there are my layers. In the project window, there's a folder with my layers. I can always bring them into a composition individually. Double-check that the composition settings are right. Go to Composition, Composition Settings. It should be 1920 by 1080. Changes that you make in the layers in Photoshop will be reflected in the After Effects project. This means that you can work back and forth between the programs on the same file. To show you, I will brush off a large portion of the image. Then I'll save it. Saving is important. After Effects will reflect your last saved version, not what is currently in the file. So if you want it to show up, then press Save. Back in After Effects, my changes are reflected. As you work back and forth, you may add a layer in Photoshop. Here is how to import just one of the layers in the Photoshop file. Go to File, Import, File. Find the Photoshop.psd file in your project folder. Make sure the Create Composition box is unselected. In the Import As drop-down menu, select Footage. In the next window, make sure the Import Kind is Footage and the Select Layer radio button is selected. In the Layer drop-down menu, select the layer you want to import. Make sure that the footage dimensions is document size. By importing the .psd file, you can work back and forth from Photoshop to After Effects using the best aspects of each program.